Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learn with Dr. Kizzer. Today we are going to continue the problems on income from capital gains. This is the part 19th video of this series and I think it is 9th problem what we are solving today. So let us begin. Here is the question given. In the year 2006-7, Mr. Arun purchased a agricultural land in an urban area for rupees 2 lakhs. In the year 2015-16, this land was acquired by the Urban Development Authority. He received a compensation of 12 lakhs from the authority on 1st January 2019. Compute his capital gain if he deposits 5 lakhs in the capital gain account scheme. Cost inflation index is given for 2001-2 it is 100, 2006-7 it is 122, and 2015-16 254, and our previous year 2018-19 it is 280. So this is the information given here and let us try to understand the problem in detail. So in the year 2006-7, 3 dates are given here. First date is 2006-7, second date is 2015-16, and third date given is 2019. So in 2006-7, Mr. Arun purchased an agricultural land in an urban area for rupees 2 lakhs. So he had purchased an agricultural land. So asset you came to know. Who is the assessee you came to know. When was this land purchased you came to know. That is date of acquisition. And what is the value of this agricultural land you came to know. Right. Then next sentence says in the year 2015-16, I think after almost 10 years of the purchase, this land was acquired by Urban Development Authority. Okay. So the land was acquired by Urban Development Authority means Urban Development Authority has taken the land from Mr. Arun. Okay. That is the government body. He has received a compensation of 12 lakhs from the authority on 1st January 2019. Land was sold in, that is land was acquired by Urban Development Authority in 2015-16. But he received the amount of this in the year 2019, that is 12 lakhs. Means to say that here land is sold or it is given to the government, okay, in 2015-16 for which he received a compensation of 12 lakhs in the year 2019. 1st January 2019 falls in our previous year, so that's the reason we need to solve this problem. Okay, for our previous year, considering our previous year, we need to solve the problem because amount is received in our previous year, right? So they are asking to compute his capital gain if he makes a deposit of 5 lakhs in capital gain account scheme, right? So here it's very simple. Land is sold, sale consideration is 12 lakhs here, right? So let us start solving the problem. Okay. Computation of taxable income from capital gains. Assessee is Mr. Arun. No residential status is given, so assume to be resident. Previous year is 2018-19, assessment year is 2019-20. What is the type of asset here? It is agricultural land. When it was purchased, 2006-7 it was purchased, right? And when did we receive the compensation? In the year 2019. Okay, so means that it is long-term capital asset because agricultural land comes under other assets, right? So other assets, 3 years is the criteria. More than 3 years, if it is there, it is long-term capital asset. Less than 3 years, if the assessee is holding the asset, it is short-term capital asset. So we need to apply here long-term capital gain format. What is the format? Gross sale consideration, or here you can write as compensation received. How much is the compensation? As we saw in the question, it is 12 lakhs, right? Then with this you are going to subtract the realization expense. No information is given on the realization expense, so it will be nil. So net sale consideration you are going to get same as it is 12 lakhs. Then because it is a long-term capital asset, so we are going to apply indexed cost of acquisition, right? So what is the cost of acquisition? Formula for indexing is as usual same. Cost of acquisition divided by cost inflation index of year of acquisition and cost inflation index of year of sale. Right? So what was the cost of acquisition? So given in the question, cost of acquisition is he purchased the land for 2 lakhs. So this is your cost of acquisition, that is 2 lakhs, right? Divided by cost inflation index of year of acquisition. When did he acquire the land? He acquired the land in 2006-7. So for 2006-7, cost inflation index is 122 divided by 122 multiplied by cost inflation index of the year of sale. When did the lands that is acquired by the Urban Development Authority? It was acquired in 2015-16. In the previous problems, we used to take the previous years, that is cost inflation index. Here we are taking the, actually it is not the previous years, it should be taken as the year of sale. Okay, usually in our previous problems the sale was made in our previous year, so we used to take our cost inflation index of previous year. But here in this, the land was sold in 2015-16, but it was the amount was received in our previous year. So in that case, we are going to consider 254 itself. That is our 2015-16 in the year in which the land was sold. Now let us substitute. So if you are substituting this, it will be 2 lakhs divided by 122 multiplied by 254. So you will get 4,16,393 rupees. So that is your indexed cost of acquisition. Indexed cost of improvement, no information is given in the question. So now you are going to subtract net sale consideration with indexed cost of acquisition and indexed cost of improvement. So if you subtract this, you will get gross capital gain, that is 12 lakhs 12 lakhs minus 4,16,393. So sorry, 12 lakhs minus 4,16,393. So you will get 7,83,607. So this is your gross capital gain. Right, now here comes the exemptions. Now which exemption is applicable here? Who has purchased the land? It is acquired by Urban Development Authority. So let us go here. 54D is applicable. Let us see the exemptions. 54D is applicable here. Yeah, you can see here all assessees can claim condition number 1. So here we have individual, so we can claim it. Land or building which is compulsory acquired by government should be used for industrial purpose by the assessee at least for 2 years before its acquisition. So here who is acquiring? Government is acquiring, that is Urban Development Corporation is acquiring the land. In that case it will be 54D is applicable here, right? Such land can be short term or long term. In our case the land is long term in nature. New land or building should be purchased. So purchased within 3 years from the date of receipt of compensation, and such assets should be used for industrial purpose. So purchase within 3 years. This we have not, so he has not purchased any land. No information is given on this, but he has deposited in capital gain account scheme. So this point is not applicable. So that's the reason or is written here. Either this or both. Okay. So in our case, this is not applicable. He has not purchased any land here, but he has deposited amount in capital gain account scheme. Okay, so all four conditions are satisfied here. In that case, we can claim section 54D in our problem. Okay, what is the amount of exemption now? You will compare gross capital gain. We will compare gross capital gain with the fourth point, that is our this point, new land with capital gain account scheme. Both you are going to add, and what is the amount that you will compare with gross capital gain, whichever is lowest you are going to take. So let us come back here. So in our case, all four conditions is satisfying. Okay, so here it is given, he has deposited 5 lakh in capital gain account scheme. So now 5 lakh is the total amount. Though this 5 lakh rupees should be compared with gross capital gain. Let me write the format here. Gross, that is gross capital gain, or cost of new asset plus amount deposited in capital gain account scheme, right? So here we don't have new asset, but we have amount deposited in capital gain account scheme. 0 is the new asset plus 5 lakh is the amount deposited, and our gross capital gain is 7 lakh 83,607, and here the total comes to 5 lakhs. So whichever is lowest in this WEL, whichever is lowest, so 5 lakh is lowest in this. So we are going to consider 5 lakh as the exemption. Okay, hope this is clear to you, right? So all the four conditions is satisfying. Okay, and so here we will give land acquired by government 5 lakh rupees. Okay, so if you minus with gross capital gain, you will get 2,83,607. This is our taxable amount of capital gains. Okay, hope you have understood the whole problem. Now it is easy for you to understand how the exemptions are applicable. Okay, there is no much to discuss here. Okay, you see all the four conditions and you are going to apply the things here. What are the four conditions? Compulsorily assessee, all assessees can claim the land should be used by the government. Okay, and such land should be either long term or short term. Either new land should be purchased or amount should be deposited in capital gain account scheme. Okay, who is Urban Development Authority? One question I think it is arising because it's agricultural land. Now who has taken this? Urban Development Authorities, right? So they will be using it for industrial purpose, assuming that we have claimed this exemption under section 54D. How much is the amount of exemption to be claimed? You will compare the fourth full point, that is purchase made plus deposit in the account, capital gain account scheme. Total of this will be compared with gross capital gain, whichever is less you are going to consider. Okay, so same thing we have done in our problem. Okay, hope this is clear. If you have not understood, slowly once again you see the video, you will understand it clearly. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Stay tuned, okay, and stay safe. See you in the next video.